Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum, and welcome to the technology show TechByte here on Salam Media. My name is Faizel Patel, just gone 4 minutes past 7 o'clock on this Sunday evening. I take this opportunity to welcome those tuned in via the various Salam Media platforms, including free-to-air satellite decoders. So the platforms I'm talking about is either on Facebook, on Twitter, on this particular channel, and also on YouTube. Now, if you have missed any of the programs or the technology programs on Salam Media, you can get it on the YouTube channel. Alternatively, you can get it onto my website at faizelpatel.com, also known as Wired to Tech. So welcome to the program. There's a number of things we're discussing this evening. We're speaking about, first and foremost, Huawei has launched an awesome new MateBook D15 laptop. For those that want a laptop and an economical but a good laptop, you can have a look at this. And there's also the Nokia G21. Well, Nokia is coming in with a bang with a number of devices, and this G21 is absolutely awesome. Then we're also going to be speaking about the Fujifilm Instax Mini 9 camera, or the Evo Mini 9 camera. I did a YouTube video on that. We're going to speak about that a little. And last but not least, we're also going to be speaking about a new sort of tech hack that has come in, how to access 100 channels for free via your unused DSTV decoder. Yes, you can do it. It's not cheating, it's not crooking, but you can do that, and we'll obviously share some details with you. And then I got something else which is very interesting. As you can see it in my hand here, and I'm going to be speaking about this also a little bit later, just to give you an idea of how you can save money, especially when you use a lot of batteries in your children's toys and also in some of your appliances or devices that use these particular batteries. But let's come on to our first story for this evening. But before we do that, remember you can interact with me by sending me a tweet on at Faizel Patel 143. That's my Twitter handle. I'm also on facebook.com/Faizel Patel, and I'm on Instagram at Faizel Patel 143. And let's not forget all the videos, all the reviews, all the unboxings of products is available on my YouTube channel. You can check it out on YouTube/Faizel Patel. Jazakallah to all those that have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't already, please do so. And it's with your help that the channel is actually growing and growing to greater lengths. But let's speak about the Huawei laptop. This is something very exciting. Huawei is expanding their product portfolio, and the tech giant recently launched its all new super device lineup with the MacBook D15, which it says is a seamless integration brought rather by the smart office setup. So what is seamless integration? Basically, your tablet, your phone, everything else can connect to your laptop seamlessly, and that is quite amazing, especially when you download work and you've got things that you do on your phone and you want it available on your laptop. So let's speak a little bit about it. The MateBook D15 continues the design elements established by the MateBook D series that utilizes Huawei's pure shape minimalist design philosophy with a thin and light metal body. So this is a good investment. It's got a metal body, and you know it can take the bumps and grinds, well, small ones at least anyway. Now, it features a 15-inch full view display with an 87% screen to body ratio. So basically what 80% screen to body ratio means you get a lot more screen than what is actually the lid or the when you use to close the laptop. So with a 16.9 by 9 aspect ratio for immersive cinematic experiences. The display has also passed the TUV Rhineland Low Blue Light certification and flicker-free certifications for a protective and comfortable viewing experience. The low blue light level helps reduce eye strain related to prolonged display use. if you're someone that uses a computer for a long time, and if you sit in front of a laptop for a long time, and this is something you can consider, especially students and business people as well. So have a look at this particular one, absolutely brilliant. Coming on to the innards or the internals of the laptop, a new 11th Gen Intel Core processor built on the 10nm SuperFin technology powers the MacBook D15. It also can be configured with up to 16 gigabytes of dual channel RAM and then also high-speed SSD. For those that are not aware, SSD is solid state drive, further improve the overall performance. So I want to give you a few reasons or 6 reasons to consider this particular laptop. And I'm saying it's absolutely amazing. It's a wonderful product. I'm always getting questions from listeners, from people on social media saying they want a good laptop, they can't afford the Apple products, or they want something different. Well, the Huawei T15 is different and it's really, really wonderful. So number one, it's powered by Intel. So Intel is one of the foremost and more renowned chip manufacturers in the world. You can get lost in the visual experience. The visual experience, it is absolutely stunning. The color graphics, everything else is amazing. It's portable and perfect for travel. You can use it in a plane. Well, obviously not to interfere with the electronics, but you can do some work in a plane. You can get it anywhere you want. Connect all your devices to create a super device smart office. Your phone, your laptop, everything else can be connected together. It comes with a supercharge. Now let's speak about this particular supercharge. So the MacBook D15 comes with a 65-watt USB-C charger that fits right in your pocket so you can charge it on the go. Now listen to this. It can charge your laptop battery to 53% in just 30 minutes. I mean, that is absolutely amazing. It also supports fast charging and data transfer for your smartphone. A 15-minute charging session provides enough charge for the MacBook D15 to run for up to 2 hours. So 15 minutes for up to 2 hours, absolutely amazing. And then lastly, it has more than enough space. So a wonderful, wonderful laptop, dear listeners. If you want to check it out, it is available on my website. It means the story. You can check it out on faizelpatel.com, also known as Wired to Tech. So that is called the Huawei D15 laptop. And I also included a picture on my article. You can read it there as well. Absolutely wonderful laptop. And remember, this got nothing to do with the whole Google issue and that kind of stuff. It works wonderfully. As you can see it on your screen there, it looks a lot like the MacBook, but absolutely wonderful, wonderful device. So that is the Huawei MacBook D15. Coming on to our next topic for discussion this evening, I know a lot of you people will be hung up on the Samsungs and the iPhones and the Huaweis and the Oppos and many, many other devices. Well, have you ever considered Nokia? And I know you're going to say, yeah, Faisal, but they haven't got features. Well, they are really making strides in the market again. And they got some wonderful, wonderful products. And remember that if you're a James Bond fan like me, sorry, a lot of tongue twisters this evening. I'm slurring a lot, but please forgive me. So basically, if you a James Bond fan like me, you will know that James Bond uses the Nokia in the last series of starting Daniel Craig, and that is No Time to Die. So he uses the Nokia. You can see there as well. So Nokia are really making some strides as far as smartphones are concerned. Now, the company is owned by a company called HMD Global. That is the home of Nokia phones, and they've announced the newest member of the G series. It's called the Nokia G21. And if you look at the picture, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I love this phone. Look at the green. I think the green is stunning, and the screen as well. Just got a little teardrop there on top, a little punch hole display for the camera. So let's speak a little bit about it. The challenging affordable smartphones, the Nokia G21 is challenging the bigger phones on the market with impressive 3-day battery life, 50% better display, refresh rate, and extra smooth experience. Refresh rate, for those that don't know, if you like a lot of gaming and if you do some other stuff on your phone, maybe take photos or you're scrolling through things, the refresh rate is quite important. The G21 includes a punch-up 6.5-inch display with a speedy 90 Hz refresh rate. I would have loved 120, but 90 is not too bad. for super smooth scrolling. There's also a bigger battery that promises a whole 3 days of power from a single charge. So that's amazing, especially the amount of times that we use our phone in a day. Obviously, we need something with a good sort of battery life. Florian Seisch, the CEO at HMD Global, said the company's mission from day one has been to make quality mobile technology accessible to everyone around the world. So that is amazing. I love this phone. I love the Nokia devices. Now, available for the first time on the Nokia G21 mask mode. Now, I know it's too late, too little, too late, but some people are still using masks. We know that the health department, the health minister last week announced, it was in the government gazette, that masks are no longer required and most of the COVID-19 regulations have been scrapped. But mask mode ensures the convenience of face mask unlock is never disrupted. Keep your data safe or with or without a protective face mask. So if you're still wearing the mask, you can unlock the device with or without a mask. Now the Nokia G21 comes preloaded with Spotify, which is a music app, and Express VPN. Now VPN, for those that don't know, I'll speak about it also in a future program. Basically, it's a virtual private network. The one thing that most of us sometimes are gullible of doing, and we sometimes ignorant when it comes to public Wi-Fi, is that when we go to any shopping mall, any shopping center, we just connect to the Wi-Fi without realizing the risks that are involved with doing so. So it is very, very important that you have a virtual private network when you are streaming or using the public Wi-Fi, because there's so much hacking that's taking place. If you're using a public Wi-Fi, you're basically exposing your computer and your details to everybody that is connected to the same Wi-Fi. And all they need is your code or your IP address, and they can log onto your computer and steal everything. So it's good to have a virtual private network, a VPN. I use a company called NordVPN, Nord, and we will speak about that in a future program. I think it's very important. It is a 2-year contract that I normally take with, but we will discuss that in another program. Coming back onto the Nokia, as I mentioned, it does come preloaded with Spotify, which is a music program, and VPN, which will protect your phone. Now, with a 3-day battery life, the G21, you can go a full weekend getaway without a charger, so absolutely brilliant there. And then when it comes to time to fuel up, when the time to fuel up does arrive, 18-watt fast charging ensures you won't have to wait long to get going again. But most of these phones come with wireless charging, and this particular one, the 18-watt charger, is absolutely brilliant. So let's come on to cameras, because I know a lot of people like to take photos. The G21 boasts a 50-megapixel triple lens camera array, which Nokia says will fully equip anyone to create professional-looking photography. So it's got 3 cameras there as well. And then finally, the G21 also comes with a nice freebie that will help protect the security of the device. Now, this is something that I always speak about, dear listeners, is that unfortunately, sometimes today, some of the bigger brands do not include cases into their phone boxes or into the brand new phones. My suggestion, I'm again not even urging, I'm warning you guys, because this can become a serious problem. When you buy a brand new phone, when you go to a shop or mobile operator, make sure that you have a screen protector and a case immediately, and put it into the case immediately while you're in the shop. Get somebody at the shop to put for you the screen protector on so your phone is safe. Screens are very, very expensive to repair. So the Nokia comes with a case that is absolutely amazing. And let's come on to price, because all the features that I've told you, and if you want to read the story, it's available on my website. But if you want to read the story, and if you want to see the more features or the other features that is available, you can go to that website, which is faizelpatel.com, also known as Wired Tech. Now, the best part is the price. If you take it out on contract, it will be next to nothing. If you want to buy it cash, it is also very reasonable. The Nokia G21 is now available in South Africa in Nordic Blue, which is a navy, and dusk, which is dark taupe, in 4 or 64 gigabytes, and 4 128 gigabyte variants, starting at, listen to this, 3,499. That's how much it sells for cash. 3,500 rand. If you want a good phone with all the bells and whistles, this is a phone to consider. Now, as I mentioned, it is available on my website. You can read it on faizelpatel.com, also known as Wired to Tech. So a lovely phone. You can see it's just absolutely amazing. And for those that want a phone that does a lot, this is the one that it does. And also remember that this phone is used by James Bond. Right, coming on to the other story that I want to speak to you about, and this is available on my website, which you can check, which is the YouTube channel, and that is the Fujifilm. Now, I'm a crazy, I love instant cameras, and one of them that I've tested now is the Mini Evo 9. Now, if you want to check out the full review of that particular camera, you can go to my YouTube channel at faizelpatel.com, but I'm going to share some details with you. So there are numerous instant cameras and printers in the Instax lineup, but its latest hybrid option is the one of the most innovative I've seen and the one that I've played with. I mean, this is just amazing. And why I say I love instant cameras, it doesn't mean that you have to take photos of animate objects. It means living stuff. You can take photos of trees. I took photos of my Lego objects, of plants, or whatever it is, but it comes out absolutely stunning. Now, the Instax Mini Evo from Fujifilm combines all the bells and whistles of a classic digital camera with the novelty of an instant camera. If you look at it and if you see it on the screen, it is just absolutely amazing, right? And my engineer will put it up in the screen shortly so you can have a look at what that particular camera looks like. So, but you do not just have to print snaps or take another Evo. You can also connect your phone and print photos just like a standard portable printer. So if you do connect it to, there's a camera on your screen. You can see it looks like a traditional old school camera, but it's a wonderful, wonderful instant camera with a lot of features. It's even got a screen at the back. As I mentioned, you can also connect it via Bluetooth to your smartphone, and you can download some of the features that way as well. The camera has a portable but retro-inspired design with useful manual buttons and dials and internal storage that can only hold about 45 images. But that's more than enough for you to print it or to save it somewhere, and then you can actually take more. Coming on to some design features, the body has a 1.5-inch CMOS sensor with 28mm f2.0 lens that lets you focus as close as 10 centimeters. So it does really take close photos as well. It has a silver coating with a plastic leatherette finish and elements like a dial buttons and print lever. So the dial to cycle through the test 10 different image filters is also very cool. It's also quite handy as a functional rotating front-facing CMOS lens, which goes through 10's lens effect. So you can go to black and white, you can go to sepia, and many different features. Coming on to size, it measures about 87 by 122.9 times 36 millimeters and weighs just 285 grams. So it is slim, its rectangular shape means that it can slip into bags with ease without taking up a lot of space. And then it's powered by a lithium ion battery. It can take up to 100 shots, right, on one charge, and it takes 2 to 3 hours until it's ready for the next set of photos. There's also a little flap underneath the camera which houses two ports. This includes the micro USB port for charging the built-in rechargeable battery, with the second being that of a micro SD card port. So you can put a micro SD card in there. And then also the credit card size prints use Instax mini film, which I prefer over the square and white format because it looks elegant and fits into the wallet. Now, whatever I'm speaking about, dear listeners, you can check it out on that YouTube video. I did a review of this particular camera. Go to YouTube, check it out on Faizel Patel on YouTube. Now, coming on to price, it is not expensive. If you want a dedicated camera, an instant camera, the Mini Evo costs around 2,494 Rand, and the film is available separately for 169 Rand for a pack of 10. Great to take with you, especially if you are going on Hajj and you want to take photos of the Kaaba and you want photos instantly. You can even save it on your phone via Bluetooth. That is available as well, and it's not expensive. So check out that video on YouTube. You'll get a lot more detail. You'll see even some of the photos that I've taken, which is actually quite exciting. So I like instant cameras. The phones are actually good to take photos, but is nothing like holding a photo in your hand. And this particular Fujifilm Mini Evo 9 actually does it wonderful. They got a range of cameras, but this one is the most exciting one that I used and I played around for a while. Now, coming on to our last topic for today, a lot of people have canceled the DSTV subscriptions because it's too expensive. You now get Netflix, you get Disney Plus, you get Showmax, and you get the Amazon Prime and many, many others as well. Well, I got some hack for you, and I hope this will help you. If you want to read this story, it's available on the Citizen website. You can check it out under the citizen.co.za. Go to the entertainment tab and you'll see the story there. It's called How to Access 100 Channels for Free via your unused DSTV decoder. So if you're not using a DSTV decoder, connect it again and you'll be able to access about 100 channels for free. That's mahala, no money, nothing, right? Let's go through it. If you miss it, you can read the story on the Citizen website, or you can access this particular show via the YouTube channels on Salam Media platforms. So how do you get these channels installed? I'm going to go through it with you quickly. DSTV subscriptions, as I mentioned, are dwindling under the impact of streaming services and due to the high prices charged to access the content. And there's a lot of repeats as well. If you still have your DSTV decoder or have a subscription on Compact, adding more channels under your payment plan is easier than you think. Now, my broadband did an experiment and managed to add 100 channels to a DSTV decoder for free just by changing a few settings. Now, this is more technical, so if you do get lost, like I mentioned, available on the Citizen, and also there will be this podcast will be available on a YouTube channel. So according to the publication, the channels are broadcast for free from the satellite DSTV users Intelsat 20. So yes, it gets a bit technical, but like I said, if you miss it, don't worry, it is available. This podcast will be available. There are a couple of things you would need to view these channels for free. They include a satellite decoder that supports DVB-S and DVB-S2 modulations and MPEG, all features available on modern DSTV decoders. So you don't have to really worry. You also need a dish antenna LNB point at LNB pointed at the satellite, which should be ready if you have an active DSTV connection or had in the past, right? Now, the reason you can view these channels for free is because they are not part of the DSTV service and they should appear without an active subscription. This trick is advantageous for people who have canceled their DSTV subscription but still have the decoder and hardware. So a lot of exciting. I hope you know that you'll be able to do that. Let's go through what you have to do. So when connected, right, when your DSTV decoder is connected, go to settings, scroll down to satellite settings. I'm going to go through this a bit slowly so you understand. When connected, go to settings, scroll down to satellite settings, and click on additional networks, which allows you to access 5 network settings. Avoid setting up channels on network 1 as this is used for DSTV. So rather set up from network 2 to 5. Allow the decoder to scan the networks. After the scan, you should be able to access them by changing the options to all channels instead of my channels in the browsing menu. Now, my broadband found that many of the channels were of a religious nature, but there were also some OpenView HD channels, along with retail channels such as PEP, Game, and Clicks, and some other content. The quality may not be comparable to DSTV, but it is for free. So if you missed this settings and if you want to read more about it, go to the Citizen's website at citizen.co.za, click on the entertainment tab, and if you can't read it there, you can also access this particular podcast on the Salam Media platforms. And then finally, before we conclude the program, there's something I want to share with you, and this is very exciting. This is something that I picked up. Now, if your children got battery-operated toys, or if you've got watches that uses the size D battery, which is this size, right? That's the big fat battery. We call it the big fat battery, but size D battery. If your children's toys, most of them use these batteries. If they use these batteries, well, there is something that is available on the market. These batteries can cost anywhere between 60 and 80 Rand. That's for 2 batteries, right? So I came across this and I think it's very exciting. This here is basically an adapter, right? It's made by Uniross. If you look at it, it's hollow inside, okay? And that's how it looks in the front. So that's an adapter, and this is a normal AA battery. So when you buy this from Uniross, it costs about 170 Rand. You take a AA battery, Put it in here, and then you have a size D battery, which works in all appliances. And this battery that's inside here is rechargeable. So you don't have to keep on buying batteries all the time. So this is a size D battery that has a double A battery inside, works absolutely amazing. And I used that yesterday and I found it cheaper. It's a once-off investment because you can recharge it. Instead of buying two of these batteries, which cost you 80 Rand, it can be quite expensive. Anyway, that concludes the show for this week. If there are any questions, please do tweet me on at Faizel Patel 143. I'm available on facebook.com/Faizel Patel and also on Instagram as well at Faizel Patel 143. And then remember that the YouTube channel where I spoke about the Fujifilm Instax Mini Evo 9 that is available on the channel. Please do subscribe as well. I really need to build this channel, and it's very difficult for a South African YouTuber to be successful, and it's only with your help that I can succeed, inshallah. And I request that you assist me in that manner. Anyway, I also want to say Jazakallah to Shafinaz Hassan. Last week, I spoke about a story that I've written for the citizen, and that was with regards to spending Father's Day with my son, who I've never seen for 17 years. If you didn't read that story, it is available on the Citizen's website under Opinion and Analysis. That article has drawn a lot of reaction. It has actually gone viral. So please, if you haven't read it and if you are finding difficulty accessing your children, whether you are a man or woman, a father or mother, read that story and hope my story can inspire you, inshallah, to get access to your kids one day. And I can assist wherever I can. I did, give some advice to somebody that phoned me, and inshallah, I hope you can come right. We make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows, these people who are withholding their children from the other half to make it easy for them and to allow them to get access to their children. So, from myself, Faizel Patel, please do have a productive week. Remember the Ummah in your du'as, and remember, it is only with the power of dua that we can achieve whatever we have achieved as well. So, have a productive week. Take care of yourself. From myself and my engineer, Sadiq, for this evening. Fi amanillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.